Dobar dan, dobri ljudi. Moje ime je Milan Vilić, a vi ste na kanalu Vilić, zapisi 2. Hvala svima koji svojim prilozima podržavaju rad kanala. Započet ćemo ovako. Započet ćemo time što ću da vas podsjetim da isključivo od vas zavisi sudbina ovog kanala. Da vas podsjetim da su mi oba kanala, ranija, Vilić, zapisi i intenzitet 5, ugašeni, nema monetizaciju i isključivo od vaše dobre volje će zavisiti dalji opstanak ovog kanala. Šta da radimo? Takva su vremena. Danas ću ja govoriti veoma kratko, jedan drugi čika malo više. Naime, ima jedan YouTube kanal američki Redacted i pustit ću vam praktično kompletnu jednu kratku emisiju, traje nekih 9 minuta i vidjet ćete sve što treba da znate. Kako je u toku jedan veliki finansijski reset, globalni. I kako to otprilike funkcioniše, nisu to tako komplikovane stvari. Koristio sam tamo Google Translate da se ne mučim sad ja to da preciznije prevedem od onoga što je Google uradio. Mislim da su ti prevodi već veoma kvalitetni, da možete u potpunosti da razumete šta se govori, pa poslušajte.
Welcome back to the channel. So I want to tell you a little story about what's coming, and I hope you'll stick with me because this is not 1971 anymore. We're not going back to a gold standard, at least not in the way that we think about it. But what if I told you that the world's most powerful financial institutions right now are already preparing for a monetary reset? They're using gold not as a peg for a currency, but as a weapon, a tool to profit from this collapse. This story is about war. This story is about wealth and a little company that you might have actually heard of called BlackRock. Now, we've all heard the dream, right? Return to the gold standard, back the dollar with gold again, stability, value, real money, real tangible assets. We would stop all of our wars if we returned to a gold standard, but that's not what's happening right now. Instead, we're watching something even more dangerous and more profitable. We're witnessing the re-monetization of gold, and it's happening behind closed doors right now. Just listen to former BlackRock portfolio manager Ed Dowd recently broke this down in a viral clip on X. He explained that central banks and massive asset managers like BlackRock aren't just buying gold to hedge against inflation. They're doing something far more strategic. Listen.
So they're remonetizing gold as money. So gold is going to be part of, there's going to be a coming monetary reset. There's going to be a new Bretton Woods, but I don't know when that's going to be, but certainly gold is going to be part of whatever happens. Gold, the central bank authorities are signaling that gold is becoming money again. Banks can now buy it, physical gold. I'm not talking GLD, the ETF, or the futures. You have to have physical gold. If you have physical gold, you can lend against it. That's what Tier 1 capital is. You can create money from gold now. After they took us off the gold standard in the 70s, they made gold a commodity. They're remonetizing gold. I think people need to understand that.
Yes, they're turning gold into collateral, remonetizing it, so they can actually lend against it. That means gold isn't just sitting in a vault anymore. It's actually being used to create new money and issue credit. It's like creating a shadow monetary system, one that doesn't rely on the dollar anymore, one that works when the dollar dies. So who's actually making this play? Well, look no further than BlackRock. So BlackRock is quietly buying tons of physical gold and silver right now. Why are they doing that? Because they know what's coming. They know that central banks are cornered. They know interest rate hikes can't fix the systemic rot. They know that in the next crisis, which may be already unfolding, gold and silver won't just be safe havens, they'll actually be power levers. And let's be blunt, BlackRock doesn't buy anything unless they're planning to make serious money from it. And when you combine that with what's happening in the Middle East right now, supply chain instability, oil shocks, inflationary pressures, it all makes sense. And here's the brilliance, and here's the danger of BlackRock's model. They profit when the world burns. You see, when Israel and the United States go back to war in the Middle East against Iran, which looks almost inevitable at this point, BlackRock will make a killing. Defense stocks, reconstruction contracts, energy infrastructure, they're positioned everywhere. They make money no matter what happens, but that's just the beginning of this. So to fund these wars, the US government then has to print more money. That means debt monetization. That means the dollar gets invariably weaker. We have to debase our currency. And I love that it's like storming right now, pouring down rain, or at least lightly raining right now. Sort of a foreboding of what's to happen, because I'm telling you, the dollar will weaken. The debasement of our US dollar is coming. Gold goes up, silver goes up, BlackRock wins again. You and I, though, get screwed if the US dollar continues to plummet. So BlackRock has gold, they've got gold, and they've got a lot of silver. And they've got now the power to lend governments that suddenly need cash to survive. Imagine that. So lending money to the United States government, lending money to the European Union or European countries that need cash to survive because they've been lending out their money to support all these foreign wars. And what do they use as collateral now? You guessed it, gold. So it's a double play. War makes them a lot of money. The collapse makes them even more. Don't take my word for it. Just listen to BlackRock's own recruiters. Remember when James O'Keefe confronted that BlackRock recruiter on hidden camera? He literally said, war is good for business.
You work for BlackRock, is that right?
Yep, that's true.
Well, just let's take a look at what you say here. They buy politicians.
Thanks, I did.
Big ton of money, you say?
Like you can take this big ton of money, and then you can start to buy people.
Ukraine is good for business. War is good for business.
Ukraine is good for business. You know, right? War is real good for business.
Notice he didn't say war is unfortunate but profitable. No, he said war is the business. War is good for business. And when you think about it, why else would BlackRock have its tentacles in the Pentagon? The Federal Reserve, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, which I believe is one of the greatest crime syndicates in the world. And of course, dozens of national governments at the same time. Because control of the money supply is control of the world. You want historical proof that something big is coming? The last time gold started this kind of aggressive price action, can you guess the year? I'll wait a second. Can you guys guess the year? Yeah, 1929. The year of the Great Depression, a time of deflation, economic collapse, global realignment. Sound familiar? So history doesn't repeat itself, but it sure as hell does rhyme. And all of the signals are there right now. And we're not just looking at an inflation hedge right now. We're looking at the foundations of a new monetary system built by elites for themselves, not for us, not for you. And now here's the real kicker in all of this. This isn't about just macroeconomics. It's about total control. BlackRock isn't just hedging their wealth. They're positioning themselves right now to be the lender of last resort when the system cracks, when everything buckles and goes under. That gives them power over currencies, over governments, possibly even you. And by the way, I don't know if you saw, Russia just seized the largest lithium mine in the world. It was in Ukraine. Who'd they seize it from? Well, the Ukrainians, but who owned it? BlackRock. Now Russia has it. How do you think this is going to end? It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all. There's going to be enormous pressure from NATO and the EU to actually try to attack and go after Russia in a much bigger way. So what can we all do about it? What can you guys do? I mean, start by understanding right now that gold and silver aren't just shiny rocks. They're incredible leverage. And while elites are hoarding them right now and buying up as much as they can for a monetary reset, The average person is left watching the dollar decay in their savings accounts right now. That's why certain states are now allowing you to transact in gold and silver. Actually be able to use gold in Texas, in Florida. So I'm warning you guys, I see it happening. I see all the pieces coming together, and they may delay it a little bit, but don't be caught flat-footed right now. Watch what BlackRock is doing, not what they're saying, because they'll tell you everything is fine while buying all the lifeboats behind your back. Hey, you guys are totally fine. And they're over here secretly buying gold and then remonetizing gold so that they can lend against it. Watch what they're doing, not what they're saying. Keep your eye on BlackRock. Keep your eye on Vanguard. Pay attention to what they're doing right now, because something big is coming. A new gold system is already being built, and if you're not prepared for it, you're going to be on the wrong side of history on this one. So guys, thank you guys for hitting that like button, and please share this video if you know someone out there who's asleep at the wheel right now. Also drop a comment. What do you guys think BlackRock knows that the rest of us don't right now? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is money in motion. It's happening right now. And war, as they say, it's good for business. So thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
Iza kulisa se uvek dešavaju najvažnije stvari. Sve ono što mi na površini registrujemo, naročito ta neka dnevna politika, informacije koje dolaze od novinskih kuća, televizijskih, YouTube, koje se bave stvarima koje su tu trenutno aktuelne. Da li postoji drekavac u tunelu, novootvorenom, na primjer. To su sve vrlo pikantne teme, vrlo glavoboljne teme, ali od svih glavobolja ima i većih, kao što vidite. Ovdje možda samo da podvučem da treba razumeti ovo, da zlato prestaje da bude roba sa kojom se trgovalo i da se ponovo monetizuje. Znači, za bilo kakvo plasiranje kapitala ćeš ti morati da imaš, brate moj, zlatnu podlogu. I to je izvor tvoje moći. A reč je o sljedećem, da to zlato nije u osnovnoj masi u rukama centralnih banaka koji imaju svoj zlatni depozit u trezoru, stoji fizički, nego kod tako nekog Black Rocka, Street Straighta, koji će imati tolike količine zlata da apsolutno dominiraju tržište. I oni s time, u stvari, preuzimaju ulogu koju u dosadašnjem nekom toku, manje više, ne do kraja, ali manje više, imaju centralne banke. Oni će biti sada ti koji će plasirati novac. I u suštini šta dolazimo? To je jedna od najbitnijih poluga stvaranja te neke nove svetske vlade koju su oni zamislili. Onaj koji kontroliše novac, plasman i distribuciju novca, pa taj je glavni baja. Kako je ovdje rečeno, stvara se jedan monetarni sistem u senci, koji više ne zavisi od dolara, on uopšte više ne zavisi od bilo koje valute. Ni od rublja, od juana, ne. On je univerzum za sebe. To je najbitnija stvar koju treba znati. A šta se u međuvremenu radi? Ako se sahranjuje dolar, koji mora da se sahrani da bi ovo zaživelo, kako će oni to jedinično zvati, to uopšte više nije bitno, budite sigurni da će i dolarska izvedenica koja se zove euro, što će biti sahranjeno. Što će reći da će se svet, ovaj nama blizak, jedno jutro probuditi, a oni koji imaju dolare, evre, ove konvertibilne valute, takozvane na računu, će na njima imati ovo nulu. Otprilike je to neki scenarij. Biće ovo veoma interesantna ova 2025. godina. Sve vas pozdravljam i volim za Carstvo nebesko u slobodnoj Srbiji. Živjeli.